And now the continuation of our CBS News investigation, Crime Without Punishment. The rate at which police are solving murder cases in this country has reached an all-time low. In the mid-1960s, more than 90% of murders were solved, generally resulting in an arrest. By 1990, that percentage fell into the 60s, and in 2020, the national clearance rate dropped to about 50%, even as the number of homicides surged. In Chicago, the percentage of murder cases that are closed is even lower. CBS 2 investigator Megan Hickey talked with two families, hoping their stories will help fix a broken system.
In this Austin neighborhood, Tina Lyles lives with pain.
Oh my goodness.
No mother should ever shoulder.
That's a lot to go through.
2017 was a cruel year for her.
Someone called me and told me something had happened to Quentin.
Her son Quentin, a musician, 19 years old, shot not far from home.
One of our neighbors performed CPR and brought him back.
Tina said goodbye to him in the hospital.
He had a horrified look on his face that I never have seen. He looked horrified.
They say no parent should have to bury their child. For Tina, it was 2.
This is Moncrief actually in the hospital when he saw his baby for the first time. Had a big smile.
Moncrief, 26, and a new dad.
And I said, no, not again. You gotta be kidding me, not again.
Gunned down just 6 months after Quentin in that cruel year, 2017. And today, 5 years later, the pain is still raw, and both homicides remain unsolved. The brothers were 2 of the 660 in Chicago that year. Arrest rates varied over the years since Quentin and Moncrief were shot and killed, from a low of 20% in 2017 to 37% so far this year. That means there are many more mothers out there like Tina wondering when a killer will be caught.
If we find out anything, we'll give you a call. I never got a call.
We respond to homicides in the city of Chicago. When we're together, we say our person's name.
Jashawn Hill runs Chicago Survivors, a nonprofit that provides support services for the growing number of victims of violence and their families. She's well aware of our city's low arrest rate.
Which sends a message to community that if you harm somebody with violence, especially a homicide, you get away with murder.
So are people getting away with murder in Chicago? Tracking it is more puzzling than you might think, because making an arrest is only one way Chicago police say they're done investigating a crime.
In 2021, the arrest rate for homicides was just 24%, but the clearance rate, or cases closed, was 48%. How can that be? Police take credit for clearing cases even though justice for families is never served.
I don't really like coming down here, like I said.
You don't like walking down here anymore?
No, I try to avoid it.
Meet Anna Villada.
It brings back memories.
The same year that Quentin and Moncrief were killed, Anna and her 15-year-old brother Diego were walking down their alley to get lunch. 2 men jumped them.
One of the dudes had told Diego, start running because today's the day you die.
Anna says Diego tried to get away but was shot in the head.
He ended up getting shot over there, but his killer was standing on that end.
Anna says she described the killer to detectives before joining her family at the hospital to say goodbye.
And I told him, you can't leave me. You really can't leave me. You can't leave me by myself. I get close to his face and I tell him, if you want to go, just call in. I know you're in pain. I don't want to see you suffer like this. His machine starts going off and I see tears coming down. So I told him, okay, I'm fine, I'll let you go.
When you were sitting in the hospital, did you think you'd get justice?
At first, in my head was like, yeah, he's gonna get justice. They have him, they have the weapon.
You heard her right. They actually made an arrest in Diego's case. But according to CPD records, this case was cleared in 2021, one of those exceptional cases, because prosecutors declined to charge the suspect. Police also solve cases when the prime suspect is in jail for something else, is dead, or there's not enough evidence, and even when the wrong person is arrested for a crime. More troubling, our data analysis shows this method is actually on the increase. Between 2017 and 2021, cases cleared exceptionally with no charges grew from 37% to 51%, more than half of all the closed cases.
Arrest is only the first step.
Loyola University criminal justice professor Arthur Lariggio says a lack of accountability perpetuates the cycle.
That's a critical mass of survivors of homicide victims that are never going to experience the justice that they deserve.
For Anna and her family, it gets worse. They never knew Diego's case was closed until we told them.
Does this feel like justice to you?
No,
Why not?
because they really did nothing. They just told us the same thing over and over. We'll get back to you in a couple weeks. We'll get back to you. And for them not to even give us one phone call to tell us the case is closed, it's sad.
Why are more cases like Diego Villada's being exceptionally closed without justice? Why are fewer cases like Tina Lyle's son's being solved with an arrest? The Chicago Police Department and the state's attorney's office refused to sit down and talk to us about it, instead pointing fingers at each other.
There is something seriously broken. And not just in the society, but with the system, the justice system.
Leaving families waiting for closure.
My mom comes up to me, she hugs me, and she asks me, what are we gonna do now?
They'll never get.
Can you tell me anything that could help me sleep better at night? Or give me peace?
The Chicago Police Department pointed out that homicide arrests are up so far this year. CPD says smart policing technology has benefited their investigations, but ultimately charging decisions are up to the state's attorney's office. The state's attorney's office tells us if there's enough evidence to bring charges, then they do. In Chicago, Megan Hickey, CBS 2 Investigators.
Our CBS News collaboration also revealed in some cities more murder cases involving white victims are solved than those involving black or brown victims. For an in-depth look at how we analyzed homicide clearance rates across the country, to bring you this investigation, head online, cbsnews.com/unsolved.